The people at Bud Light know that they have 100% screwed the pooch. The people at Bud Light know that they've got a problem that isn't going away anytime soon. And the problem that they've created on that executive level by partnering with Dylan Mulvaney, allowing politics to come into the place of a beer brand that is based on not giving a dang about politics. Well, this has had effects not only on those executives, but people really caught in the crossfire, caught in the middle, who did nothing wrong, but they work for Bud Light. And now they're having a problem finding their future because their futures are in question. Their jobs are in question. Now you have the people at Public Square. Michael Seifert joins us right now. He is the CEO of Public Square, publicsq.com. Of course, when they went public, that was a very, very big deal. This marketplace that helps products and brands that you could say are on the political right. And this is a little bit different. You're not talking about, hey, come join the platform. You're discussing, hey, you're somebody who, for no fault of your own, is out of work, and we're going to help you get a job. This is Public Square right here, and it's where you go and you can see how businesses are listed and put up there. And what you're saying is you're going to be able to utilize the marketplace itself to help these people get jobs. What's the plan?
Well, it's actually already working. That's exactly right. We basically gathered resumes. I wrote an open letter to back up even further to those 350 employees that were terminated, and I posted it on Twitter, or now X. And that letter, with no paid promotion or anything, it actually went viral. It had over 3 million views just within the first 72 hours. And my message was simple. If you're one of these folks that have been laid off, please reach out to us, because we would love to pass on your resume to a freedom-loving employer that would love to take a look. And so many of the businesses within our network are hiring at the moment. So we put out this open letter, hoped that it would gain traction. And thankfully, we had more than a few of the actual terminated employees from Bud Light reach out, share their resumes with us. And we've passed those on. In fact, we've heard that a few of the folks that gave their resumes are actually in like the second or third stage of interview processes only a week and a half later with some of these companies. So we're really seeing this transfer in society of folks on the consumer side, the employee side, the investor side that are saying, I'm done with woke corporations. This stuff has become so insane. I am ready to embrace the core principles of the American economy again with an employer or a company or an investment arm that will match my values, a love for country, constitution, and the values that it protects. And that's exactly what we're trying to do here, is conduct this transfer. And it's working. $27 billion drop in market cap from Anheuser-Busch. And meanwhile, the patriotic parallel economy is continuing to prosper. And
not just the drop in that. They sold off 10 brands, including Shock Top and a host of others. They are trying to figure out how to keep their capital opportune. Talking to Michael Seifert, he is the CEO of Public Square, publicsq.com. We see what the job market is. We certainly see layoffs from big tech companies, while we see also big tech companies being the reason why the S&P and the Dow is doing so well. 5 companies account for near 60% of the growth of the S&P. You're talking about the fact that in a week and a half, we'll call it 10 days for those of us playing the home game, Michael, that we have seen now multiple interviews with Bud Light employees. What is it about these companies, and can you name any of the companies that are engaged in actively doing these interviews? What is it about them that goes against what we're seeing in other parts of the economy? That where does their either desperation come from looking for employees, or willingness to be able to write the check, the ability to write the check in this economy right now?
Well, they're growing. And they love America. Those are two really important pieces. The reason these businesses are able to hire right now, and we at Public Square are even hiring, is because we ultimately are seeing the ability to grow with this parallel patriotic economy that is emerging day in and day out. It's one of the fastest growing economies in the world. In fact, If you just look at election data from 2020 and you take the people that voted conservative in 2020 and you put some GDP numbers around that, the best estimates show that that accounts for about $7 trillion in GDP. $7 trillion in GDP is the third largest economy in the world. It's bigger than India and Japan, and no major companies are speaking to this cohort. So if you're a business today that's willing to unashamedly say, we love America, we love the Constitution, and we're going to market toward that audience that feels that same way, 100+ million American adult consumers, you're going to see growth and success. And that's exactly what we've seen on our platform. So that's certainly a differentiator as to why these businesses are growing right now.